There was a time when I avoided mirrors because they reminded me of the person I no longer recognized. I laughed louder than I felt, wore oversized clothes hoping they would hide my insecurities, and convinced myself that one day I would finally get serious about my health. I blamed busy schedules, bad genetics, stress, comfort food, and lack of time. But beneath every excuse was one painful truth. I had stopped believing I was worth fighting for. Every staircase stole my breath. Every photograph became something I wanted deleted. Every shopping trip ended in frustration. I wasn't just carrying extra weight on my body. I was carrying guilt, disappointment, and years of broken promises to myself. Then one morning I caught my reflection and realized something that changed my life forever. I wasn't losing the battle because I lacked information. I was losing because I kept waiting for motivation instead of choosing commitment. That day became the beginning of the greatest transformation of my life. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. These are the 10 steps that helped me reclaim my health, and more importantly, myself. Step 10. I stopped lying to myself. For years, I blamed everything except the person in the mirror. I said I didn't have time to exercise while spending hours scrolling on my phone. I blamed my metabolism while ignoring my eating habits. One morning, I looked myself in the eyes and said, "Nobody is coming to save me." That moment wasn't filled with shame. It was filled with freedom. The day I accepted responsibility was the day I took back control. Step 9. I started walking before I started running. I used to think I needed an expensive gym membership, the perfect workout plan, and endless motivation. Instead, I put on a pair of shoes and walked around my neighborhood. 10 minutes became 20. 20 became 45. Those simple walks reminded me that progress begins with movement, not perfection. I wasn't racing anyone. I was simply refusing to stay still. Step 8. I changed my kitchen. Before I changed my body, I realized I couldn't keep filling my cupboards with temptation and expect discipline to win every night, so I made healthier choices easier. I stocked my kitchen with nourishing foods, drank more water, and stopped buying snacks I knew I couldn't resist. I discovered that willpower fades, but a healthier environment keeps working for you long after motivation disappears. Step 7. I stopped eating my emotions. Food had quietly become my escape. I celebrated with it, I comforted myself with it, I rewarded myself with it, I even punished myself with it. The problem wasn't always hunger. It was loneliness, boredom, stress, or disappointment wearing the mask of hunger. I started asking myself one simple question before reaching for food. Am I feeding my body or my emotions? That question changed my relationship with eating forever. Step 6. I forgave myself for falling off track. There were days I overate. There were weeks I lost momentum. In the past, one bad meal became a bad week, and a bad week became another year. This time was different. I stopped believing that one mistake erased my progress. Instead of quitting after a setback, I simply started again with the very next meal. I learned that consistency beats perfection every single time. Step 5. I fell in love with discipline instead of motivation. Motivation showed up when I watched inspiring videos, but it disappeared the moment my alarm clock rang at 5:30 in the morning. Discipline became my new coach. I worked out when I felt energized, and I worked out when I didn't. I chose healthier meals even when fast food sounded easier. Every disciplined decision quietly built the confidence that motivation never could. Step 4. I celebrated victories beyond the scale. At first, I measured success only by pounds lost. Then I noticed something extraordinary. I could climb stairs without stopping. My clothes fit differently. I slept better. I had more energy. My confidence grew. I smiled more often. The scale only measured one part of my transformation, but my life was changing in 100 different ways. Step 3. I surrounded myself with people who wanted me to win. I realized that environment matters. I found people who encouraged healthy choices instead of mocking them. Friends who celebrated my progress instead of tempting me to quit. Their belief in me became fuel during the moments when my own confidence was running low. Success became easier because I stopped walking alone. Step 2. I stopped chasing a smaller body and started building a better life. Everything changed when my goals shifted. I no longer exercised because I hated my body. I exercised because I respected it. I no longer ate healthy because I wanted to punish myself. I ate healthy because I wanted more energy to live fully. Weight loss stopped being the destination. Health became the lifestyle. Step 1. I finally believed I was worth savings. This became the foundation beneath every workout, every healthy meal, and every disciplined choice. For years, I treated my body like it didn't matter because deep down, I didn't believe I mattered. Then I realized something powerful. My body carries my dreams, my purpose, my family, my future, and every opportunity I have yet to experience. If your faith is central to your life, this truth becomes even deeper. I came to believe that my life was a gift entrusted to me, and caring for my body became an act of gratitude rather than punishment. Once I truly believed I was worth the effort, everything else became possible. Today, when I look in the mirror, I don't just see someone who lost weight. I see someone who kept promises to himself. I see someone who chose progress over excuses, discipline over comfort, and hope over hopelessness. The greatest transformation wasn't my waistline, it was my mindset. I no longer wake up asking whether I feel like taking care of myself. I simply do it because that's who I've become. Looking back, obesity wasn't just about food. It was about fear, habits, excuses, emotional wounds, and years of believing I would start tomorrow. But tomorrow never changes your life. Today does. Every healthy meal became a vote for my future. Every walk became proof that I wasn't finished. Every workout reminded me that change is earned one decision at a time. If my story teaches you anything, let it be this. You don't have to become a different person before you start. You become a different person because you start. Your body is listening to every choice you make. Your future is being shaped by every habit you repeat. The life you want isn't hiding behind a miracle diet or the perfect workout plan. It's waiting behind thousands of small decisions made consistently over time. One day I stopped saying, "I'll begin when I feel ready." I simply began. And somewhere along the journey, I realized I hadn't just overcome obesity. I had overcome the person who believed change was impossible. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the Digital Mentor 777 via YouTube.